Welcome back to my channel again. This is Captain Sherry, and today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is acing the oral examination, your ultimate guide. Now, nailing your oral exam, what are the proven strategies and techniques, right? So, when you are attending the oral, there are two people, or there might be an observer also, but normally there are two people. So, one is obviously the examiner, and another is the candidate, right? So, what is the primary purpose of oral examination in a given frame of time, say 1 hour or 2 hours? He's testing your skills, your presentation, your interpersonal communication, your body language, your abilities. Okay, so all those things he is going to test in that limited frame of time. Okay, so it will all start with something called planning your orals. Okay, so many students have this question in their mind. So, which date to take for the oral examination? So nowadays, MCA is sending you a link. When the link comes to your email, okay, candidate has to choose a date. Now, how to choose a date? How to go about it? So basically, when you're choosing a date, uh, you know, I always believe that to cover the full syllabus, let it be OW or a master unlimited, you requires 4 hours of study to 5 hours of study every day. So it will be 30 days and it will be in short 120 hours to 150 hours for a OW or a master unlimited. Okay, now I will always discuss this timeline when I start my course, and this timeline is very basic. So don't worry about that. So 30 days of study period, which means 4 to 5 hours of study, productive study, and it will be like 120 hours to 150 hours, which will cover the whole syllabus. I am also a big believer that it is not only about what you study or how you prepare. It is all about revision also and retaining that knowledge. That is very important. So I also have this theory of having a 15-day revision phase or a cycle. Now, 15 days means the first revision should end up within 7 days. Okay, and the second revision should end up in 5 days, and the last revision should end up in 3 days. So 7 plus 5 plus 3. So it is 15 days of revision cycle. All right. Okay. Now, after you've done a 3-time revision, obviously you need to test your skills, right? So how to test your skill is obviously going for a mock oral examination with your batchmates or with your tutors. All right. Okay. Now, what is the second step? So you've decided your oral date, you're all set and you're excited, but the preparation should also start. But before you start your preparation, you need to go through the latest exam circulars. That is very important. Latest exam circulars are very important. Okay, right? For any latest syllabus changes, okay, so for UK orals, you can go ahead and you can check MIN 653 for deck oral syllabus. All right. Now, what is the first step? So review your material thoroughly. You might have got video models, you might have got some notes, okay, from your academies, from your colleges. Go through that, know the subject matter you will be assessed on, understand the key concept in depth rather than just mugging up things without understanding them. Because you will not be able to retain them anyways by the end of 30 days. Or if you don't get the gist of the topic, what is the point of gaining that knowledge? Okay, what is the second point now? The second point is create a outline or a list of important points you want to cover in your oral examination. Now, what does it mean? See, you should have a content ready. Okay, so wherever you have your notes or a notebook, you are going to start for writing some notes. Okay, the first page should be content. Okay, so the content, say for example, should start with a topics called generic, ISM, ISPH, servant certification, port state, life saving, FFA, MARPOL, garbage, COSAP, radio logbook, official logbook, right? Bridge equipment, dry docking, stability, ship handling, emergency. So all those content should be there so that you know that, okay, this is the content or a body structure of my syllabus, and you should have dates written against them. Okay, I'm going to do such and such topic on this date, such and such topic on this date, and that is how I also go about when I'm preparing students, so that we have a, a content or an outline of a syllabus that we are going to start from here, and we are going to end, uh, you know, uh, at a specific, goal or at a specific position. Okay, so please create an outline of what you're going to read. Right? What is the third point? Employ tools such as flashcards, cue cards, previous oral reports for quick revision. Now, what are these tools? So, wherever you are studying, you might have a study table or a study desk. If you have a chart or a sticky notes or flashcards or cue cards in front of you, you can revise frequently. Okay, and you can also refer to a previous oral reports for a quick revision. I also tell my candidates to take a printout of these oral reports and keep it handy with you, so that you can test your skills against those oral reports. Okay, now what is the fourth point? Rehearse your answer and prepare for potential question. Always visualize that you are answering in a real exam scenario. So if you are preparing any kind of answer to a specific question, then please, when you're delivering it to your batchmate or delivering it to your tutor, you should think that you are answering in a real exam scenario. And you should frame your answer also in a real frame scenario whenever you are telling any answer in, say, a group discussion, because don't take it casually. Okay, because once you say that, okay, on the day of exam, I will deliver. Okay, it is not like that. Whenever you are having a group discussion or a mock oral, please try to deliver it the way you will deliver it in the exam, because otherwise it will become a habit. Okay. Then what is third point? Third point is your time management, and very, very important. Efficient time management can significantly improve your results. Now, I am not a big believer that you should, start in mornings and you should study late night. Okay, and your productivity is zero. I will always prefer a student who has nicely allocated time for studying, and he is more productive and more focused, right? Okay, so please also manage your time well. Whenever you are sitting for certain studies, be focused at that particular time. And when your attention is getting diverted, please take short breaks, coffee breaks. Okay, go for those breaks and come back again, regain your energy again, and sit and start again. Okay, so time management is very, 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 very important. Okay, now comes mental health or your stress management. Okay, so whenever you go to UK, right, as OW, I know that there is a lot of pressure. You're from rating background, you have a lot of pressure from home, you have a financial crunch, you have bank loans, and that is constantly, riding in the mind. Same goes for chief mate also, because second mate also, the when you're sitting for a longer time at home, your finances might be here and there. Okay, I've not seen any masters struggling for this, but of course, the OWs and chief mates. Okay, so now what will happen when you build a pressure on yourself? Of course, you will build a stress. And when you build a stress, you will not be able to perform. That is a fact. Okay, so I will always say that don't take a pressure of failure or I will fail the exam. Just visualize yourself that, okay, I'm going to put the effort, I'm going to put the best foot forward, and visualize that I have passed the orals, and I will clear the oral on that day. And this visualization will obviously boost your mood, and confidence, and you will feel motivated, right? Now, when you are starting your oral prep, obviously you'll say, oh, it is an uphill task, right? It is a steep mountain, okay, which I need to climb up, right? So you remember the mountain climbers also do the same thing. They take small steps towards the goal. Okay, so you decide, and what you do is you divide your preparation into smaller and manageable tasks. Smaller and manageable tasks. Okay, now when you do that, achieving these mini goals, okay, can provide you a sense of accomplishment, and they will keep you motivated also. That is why I told you, right? The content is very, very important. So, okay, I will do ISM on, say, this date. And once you finish it, you feel accomplished. Okay, that in this day, I've done something productive. Okay, so you will be in a positive mindset all the time. And please focus on your strength, right? And focus on your past successes. That, say, for example, Master Unlimited, I have done it in Chiefmate. I passed my orals. For Chiefmate, I've done it in OW orals. And for OWs, obviously you can, gain a courage that, oh, I've already excelled through writtens, or I passed my HNC, right? Or I have got that courage to come to UK and to clear OW. And once I will clear OW, oh my God, it will be awesome. It will be great. So have that visualization in your mind rather than dwelling on doubts and fears. Okay, now what is next is your health management. Now, people will say why health is important. I had one of a candidate, very brilliant chap, prepared well, everything went well, and he was, going for the orals, and suddenly he got sick. So all the hard work which he did, 50 days, okay, it was vanished, okay, right? Because he got sick, he was not medically fit to attend that particular interview, and he's not able to, go through that interview. Obviously, he had to cancel, right? So health is very, very important. So maintaining a good health is very important. You should eat well. If you have habit of staying physically active, go to gym sessions, no problem. Have enough sleep also at the same time, especially before exams. Right? Now, why I'm saying this, your body cycle is so important, or sleep cycle is so important, because you know that the surveyor is going to take your orals from, say, UK, and you might be sitting in different part of the world, right? You might be in Sri Lanka or India or, say, Nigeria or, say, Australia or, say, any other country, right? So in that case, your orals, say, they might conduct at 10 o'clock UK time, and you might be having, afternoon in India. Okay, and it is a normal body cycle that you feel tired after having a lunch. Okay, or you feel tired at late evenings, or you feel sleepy after having a lunch, right? So you want to lie down at that particular time. Now your body will give you an indication that, okay, the time has come to sleep. And at the same time, your oral is there. What will happen? You will be never fresh for the oral. So whatever you've studied might go waste. Okay, so I always tell my students that please adjust your body cycle well before orals, well before orals, so that you are fresh for that particular day, okay, or your orals day. Okay, because it is a big day in your life, isn't it? So your body rhythm should be in sync with your exam time. Also, please do not attempt to do last minute cramming or studying sessions, okay, or having a sleepless nights and just sleep for 2 hours or 3 hours. Not required. Not required at all. If you've studied well, if you've done your hard work all around, 30 days, not required. And you've understood the topic well, okay, cramming is not required. Okay, now what is the next thing? The next thing is the day of oral examination. Now, on the day of oral examination, you should be relaxed. Try to revise certain topics also. Okay, like ROR is a must, RV is a must. Okay, all those kind of topics which are 100% which are going to come in your oral examination. Please go through that topics. Okay, and now the first thing is your proactive approach. Now, what is your proactive approach? Arrive oral examination venue, or if it is happening on Zoom or Microsoft Team, at least well in advance. Check your signal also. Okay, why I'm saying that is because if it is not getting connected, your internet is loose. Okay, you will have unnecessary stress. And I will tell you, there are many candidates, in fact many candidates of my academy also, where they have actually faced problems with internet, and because of that their orals have been postponed to another day, right? So it is always good to check your internet well advance. Okay, right? Another thing is that logging in well before time, which shows your commitment to a surveyor, your seriousness for the exam. Don't be late. If you're late, obviously you'll have unnecessary stress and it will not look nice also. Number second is etiquette and dress code. Now, you should be respectful to surveyors, treat examiners with respect, use polite language, show courtesy, follow specific instruction that has been given to you. Okay, and these guidelines of oral exam, you should adhere to them. Okay, you should not be in a breach of any of these, instructions. Also, dress appropriately for occasion. Wear a attire that is suitable for the context and define your personality. In fact, I always tell my student that if you are giving a mock oral also, please dress as you will be wearing the same in the MCA oral examination, because sometimes you are suddenly wearing a coat or a tie, you become claustrophobic at that point of time in oral examination, isn't it? So please try it in your mock orals, trying to dress the same way in which you will give your mock or your real oral examination, MC oral examination. What is the third thing is your body language. So your body language is also they're looking for how will you react. Okay, what is your gestures? Is there any nervous gestures? Okay, then they will easily catch on that. Okay, so you should use appropriate gesture, use some hand movements, which will also enhance your communication. Okay, but don't overdo it. Confidence is a key, and trust in your preparation and knowledge. Now, if you don't know any answer to a specific question, remain calm and try to give him, the best answer which you can at that point of time. Okay. Say, for example, there is a question now, you don't know the full answer. Just give him examples and just make him realize that you have gone through that particular topic or particular, uh, uh, you know, uh, content, right? If you don't know, just tell the surveyor, I don't know, I'll find out. Okay, right? Because surveyor also knows that there is a exam pressure, you might be forgetting some points, and they don't, mm, they know that you will not be knowing everything, okay, in the oral examination, and they don't expect also to know you everything. So it is totally fine that if you don't know anything, it's okay. Okay, but not on the basic questions like ROR and all that. You can't mess around with that. Okay, now what is the answering technique and active listening? So I will tell you that please pay attention to all the instruction that has been given to you by the surveyor. Okay, and please, if you've not understood any question, clarify that then and there only before responding to a question. Okay, many a time it has happened in the past that surveyor has said something, you understood something, and finally you answered and you have veered off the topic. So don't do that. Okay, always back up your answers with examples, with evidences, with your relevant experiences, MGNs, MSN. It will show that you are a practical man and you've gone through a lot of MGNs and MSNs. Okay, and you understand the topic well. Okay, so there are some techniques like P and star, okay, and spar, which you can actually use. Okay, so these are some, some methods. Okay, I'm going to highlight one by one these. Okay, so remember that this is also very, 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 very important. All right. Okay, now OOW orals. Okay, so OOW orals, your utmost priority lies ensuring safe operation of vessel. All right, right, and what are your responsibilities and when to seek help, when to not. So all those things they are looking for. Okay, understood or not? So they want you to respond on the basis of, okay, routine or non-routine situation. How will you respond? Okay, and when to call the help of a senior mate or a master, or when to not. Okay, so normally, if you go to the syllabus, and if I've seen many oral reports, they're testing you on your navigation, they're testing you on your safety and emergency procedures, they're testing you obviously on your ROR, collision regulation, very, very important. They're testing you on your weather, which is MET science. They're testing you on ship stability, call rigs, cargo operation. They're testing you on bridge resource management, watchkeeping and collision avoidance, environmental protection, emergency response, shipboard procedure, and bridge equipment and technology. Okay, so this is what is required for OOW. All right. Now, what is happening in the chief mate oral? So as a chief officer, your basic role is, you should have a strong knowledge of day-to-day activity which is happening on the vessel. Okay, everybody knows that chief mate is a heart of the ship. Okay, so they'll be testing your skills on that. All right, so again, navigation, cargo operation, ship stability, BRM, safety and emergency procedure, international regulation like SOLAS and MARPOL, shipboard management. Okay, very, very important because you'll be managing a crew and getting the work out of them. Environmental protection, navigation equipment and bridge system, and regulation and legal aspects, MET and seamanship. And that is what they are looking, in the chief MET orals. Okay, now what is master oral? So as a captain, they are seeing you as a senior manager, okay, on board a vessel. All right. So in the oral examination, they'll be treating you like a senior manager, and they'll be asking and testing you on your management skill set. Okay. So there, obviously, number one point will be leadership and management. Then the second point will be regulatory compliance, whether you know national or international maritime law or not. And then safety and emergency response. All right. So how will you keep your vessel safe? And they'll throw various scenario on you, including emergency situations. And then number 4 is your navigation passage planning. All right. And number 3rd is your crisis management, how you deal with the crisis, accidents. Technical expertise is number 6. Number 7 is crew management, how you handle crew. Number 8 is environment. And number 9 is bridge resource management. And number 10 is legal and regulatory understanding, and in the end, what documentation and record keeping has to be done, operational planning and communication skills. All right. So all these things, they are actually, uh, you know, um testing you on in the master orals. Okay. So remember OW, they would like to see what responsibilities you have on board a ship and how will you carry out those responsibility and when you will call your seniors. Okay. Right. So they want to test OWs on that. Chief mate is they're testing on day-to-day routine activities, how he's going to go about that. And master, they are testing mainly on, maneuvering, communication, overriding authority, bridge resource management, leadership, regulatory compliance, safety and emergency response, okay, crisis management, and technical expertise and commercial law. Okay, right? All right. So this is what it is. Okay. Now, this is what is my introduction. So, I am a master mariner. I am a maritime trainer for OW, chief mates, and master. All right. And I have a remarkable track record of guiding more than 3,000 professionals in maritime industries, help them achieving their higher competency. I'm also founder of DGNav, which is a software. I'm also author of one website. All right. And then we are a big believer that teaching is neither a job nor a profession. It is a responsibilities because there are so many, emotions which are attached to a particular or a given set of people. Okay. So thank you very much. If any doubts are there, you can put it in the comment section. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one.